All right, hey guys, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Sorry I'm 2 minutes late, but I had to go grab a guest here. So this is Michael Goldman, ladies
Hello,
and gentlemen.
everyone.
I have never brought Michael Goldman over. This is your first time. You're a virgin to the chat.
I'm a virgin to the chat.
You are a virgin to the chat.
But I am so excited to be here with you. I feel like I've made it here at TMZ. I feel like
it's a big day now. It's a big day. So Michael Goldman, he is a producer on the TMZ Sports site. You see him on the sports show if you are watching the sports. Where does the sports show play, by the way?
We're in a bunch of different markets, Boston, Chicago. We're on in LA on the weekends.
Okay.
But you can go to tmzsports.com, get all your latest breaking sports news.
And we also do the show on the website as well. So if you want to watch him talk about sports on the website, you can also do that. That's daily at
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock daily. So anyway, you got any questions for Michael? Feel free to have at it. Anything else that I'm forgetting that you do here?
Make copies sometimes.
Get me coffee.
Get coffee.
Yeah.
I think you got it. You covered it.
Hey, Michael says, Bella Farfalla, how much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, says Kaya.
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's actually stumped me for years.
Dude, woodchucks don't actually chuck wood, I believe.
I haven't seen a woodchuck chuck wood.
I have neither. What do you think of Gwen Stefani being a new judge on The Voice?
I love it. I like Gwen Stefani. I'm actually a fan of The Voice, so I'm excited to watch her.
I think The Voice has become the popular show. People don't care about American Idol anymore. They've watched it. It's kind of overplayed, and The Voice came along, did something new, did something different, and people really like it.
Do you think it has anything to do with Adam Levine and Usher being dreamy? I'm just saying.
It could be.
I'm just saying. I think that could be it too.
Good idea. Hi, Goldman says, want to see. Can you get the English guy on one day? Which English guy? Are we talking David? Is there another English guy? Well, there's a couple guys that sound foreign.
I'm taking that as they want me off, and they want someone else on.
That might have actually come in before you sat down. So
I'm going to go with that.
Don't feel too bad.
I'm going to go with that.
Bring Jax over today. He's the real blonde version of Dax. Do you know who Jax is?
No.
He's, what is his real name? Totally slipped my mind right now. Not Jason.
I know Jax from Vanderpump Rules.
No, it's the guy, the tour guide. The blonde tour guide. Again, he came back, but we call him Jax because his name starts with a J, but then he looked like me, so they all made fun. Whatever. Doesn't even matter. He's gone. He's out doing tours right now. Let's see. Does he even lift? Says Oscar the Machine.
Do
you lift?
Do I lift?
The thing is, what you can see right now is his head. Down below, it's just scrawny.
I'm like 140 pounds soaking wet. It's all scrawny.
Actually, he's pretty much one of the buffest guys here. Mike, how stupid was it for that pitcher to put pine tar on his neck, totally exposed to the cameras?
It was one of the worst things. I'm a huge
What's the guy's
Yankees
name?
fan.
Who are we talking
Michael
about?
Pineda.
Okay.
Michael Pineda was actually almost busted last week. He had pine tar on his hand that magically disappeared after the fourth inning. And then yesterday, the guy had a streak of pine tar down his throat.
Have you seen that page? Have you seen it? It's so creepy. All right, sorry. There's virgins in L.A. Who knew, says George Worthington.
George.
Right here.
I'm proud.
Dax Chat virgin. Hi there, Goldman. Sounds like a superhero name. Do you know of the Chislers?
I'm not familiar with the Chislers.
Chislers are the original Dax Chatters that have been here for years and years and years.
I feel like you kind of let me down, Dax.
Why?
You didn't alert me to any of this stuff from before I got here.
Well, that's
so
what makes you the virgin of the chat. Now you get to learn this stuff live on camera, so you can't act like you know it.
So please, everybody make me feel stupid and ask all the questions that I don't know.
What are your views on marijuana and do you smoke, says Headbanga XXX.
Are we allowed to be honest on Dax Chat? I don't smoke, which is honest.
Okay.
But I don't mind the smell.
Don't mind the smell?
Don't mind the smell.
My view on it, people can do whatever the hell they want. I don't care. I guess I've never been someone that's saying don't smoke, don't do your thing. Go do it. Just be responsible when you do it.
And can you clear out of the Jack in the Box line when I'm there at 2 o'clock in the morning after the club?
And by the way, go look at Gary's Instagram page.
Immediately.
One of the greatest photos I've ever seen. Gary with Snoop Dogg yesterday.
Amazing.
Thoughts on JB, says Marina Fusco.
Am I assuming
Mariana
JB
Fusco.
is Justin Bieber?
Justin Bieber.
You know, I actually live in the same city that he used to live in, and I saw him out often, and he didn't bother me very much.
What credentials? I live in the city that he used to live in.
That's the only that's the only thing I know of him. He didn't bother me much.
But did you ever see him?
I did see him.
Where?
I did see him. I saw him at the mall a bunch.
Okay.
I see his mirrored, what is that, a Fisker?
The Fisker
all
Karma?
the time. He didn't bother me much, but he terrorized the city.
Give us a little rundown of when you saw him at the mall.
We met eyes, and I didn't realize how tiny he was.
He's a tiny little guy.
A scrawny kid. Scrawny kid.
Nice beard, says not my real name, Lo.
It looks like I painted it on, actually, right before I got here.
It looks good, though.
Thank you. I appreciate
sour cream and onion or barbecue, says Chris.
It really depends on the mood.
It's really, these are the hard-hitting questions when you get to the Dax Chat.
I feel like if you're drinking a soda, you want to go with barbecue, and if you're drinking like water, the sour cream and onion is probably the way to go.
Okay.
What are your thoughts?
I would probably, if there were both bowls sitting out, I would probably go for sour cream and onion over barbecue.
Okay.
But if sour cream wasn't there, I'd go barbecue.
You'd have to.
Well, I mean, if there was another choice. Like if there's a third choice, I would probably go for the barbecue over something else.
I'm actually admiring your beard right now.
My beard, it's
I don't know
quite
if I've
gingy.
seen it that long.
The problem is it doesn't show up really well on the camera. It has to get really long before it gets on the camera because it's so fair. It's not fun. It's not fair.
Like Duck Dynasty long, or?
A little bit longer than this for sure.
Okay.
Because it doesn't fill in a lot right here.
Okay.
Or at least it's kind of blondie red. You have a great beard, says Kaya.
Thank you, Kaya.
That was for me, clearly.
Damn it.
Clearly for me. Give out his Twitter so we can, okay. Twitter, what's your Twitter?
Sporty MG.
Sporty
MG.
Didn't we have a talk about this?
Yes, we
Weren't
did.
you supposed to put your actual name on there so people can find you?
It's on there, but it's not.
Did you add a photo of yourself?
I did. It's a photo of me actually playing basketball.
Okay. Give out us Twitter. We got that. We encourage honesty, says Kim Rafter. Dax, you didn't tell poor Goldman about the Chislers before. Are you ashamed of us? Not ashamed. I just need to make sure that he gets up to speed in front of you guys.
I feel like I'm growing in front of everyone's very eyes today. This is great.
Any breaking news coming in, says Carly's World? Sports side?
You know, I can't break it here, but if you want to go to tmzsports.com, we will be breaking some stories very shortly.
Yeah, you got some good ones coming up?
We got some good ones coming up.
All right. Shout out from Palestine, says Zuzu. Okay. Why am I not famous yet, says Haley. Gary looks like Adam Levine. Well, Gary?
They both have hair.
Men.
They're both
men.
I get it. I see
it. Favorite fast food?
Taco
Bell. That one's easy for me. Taco Bell.
I'm actually a McDonald's cheeseburger guy.
All right. I'm Taco Bell every day.
What's your go-to at Taco Bell?
Go-to, I really like the 5-layer burrito. But if you substitute the meat for beans, we always do this. I don't know why it's with that one, but if you substitute the meat for beans and then you get the avocado ranch dipping sauce and you dip it into there, unbelievable.
Do you get a discount because you're substituting the meat?
No, and you know what? It's only in that one thing. I love Mexican pizzas. I love the crunch wraps.
What about those new Dorito tacos? Well, it's not new.
It's okay. It's not amazing.
Okay, Cool Ranch or nacho cheese?
Cool Ranch.
I'm going to agree with you on that one.
All right. Tiger Woods, his ex, and his new girlfriend together. Talk to me.
It's kind of an amazing thing, actually. Good for Tiger. I'm not sure I can pull anything like that off, but you know what? It's all for the kids.
No. It's not Tiger who's pulling it off. It's Elin who is setting aside her probably hatred for Tiger Woods long enough to be at the kid's game to support the child, but I'm surprised she actually sat next to him.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's where I'm more surprised. It's one thing to be at a game and sit on opposite sides of the bleachers or the opposite side of the field, but you sit right next to him and his new girlfriend. That's amazing.
A little bizarre, actually.
Well, you know what, though? She has a huge, beautiful... How expensive that house that she's building? Was it like a...
She won.
Yeah, how much is that house? I forget. It was like 30...
I think it was like
40 million dollar house. So she won. She doesn't have to live with Tiger, and she has a big, beautiful mansion on the beach she's building. I'm in love with Siobhan. I want the world to know. How do I spell her name? Clearly you don't love her then if you don't even know how to spell her name. And I think you kind of spelled it Siobhan. Siobhan.
Yeah.
Shevonne.
That's it.
What's the biggest story you ever covered? Hey, look who it is.
Hey, you got a special guest here today.
Dude, we're pimping out your show.
Yeah.
We've been talking sports, talking Elin and Tiger Woods, and yeah, we're doing a good job over here.
We cover a lot of big stories. I mean, we were the first to break the Jameis Winston story, the Ray Rice story. We break a lot of stories, but I enjoyed doing the fun stuff too. Like Elin sitting with Lindsey Vonn and Tiger.
I would almost say a lot of people, like, even though it's a photo and it's not even that big of like a breaking news, I think people really like that kind of stuff just because it's out there, like,
absolutely
crazy wise.
I agree.
Dax doesn't, Mike, look like Brandon Jenner. Yeah, you kind of look like Brandon Jenner.
Brandon. He's the one with the long hair. He was with the.
Yeah, he's the other brother, not Brody, but the other one.
Okay. Thank you. Maybe.
Joan Rivers definitely crossed the line. I support comedians, but she went too far this time, says Jasper. Did you see this story?
I did.
So Joan Rivers on, what was it, the Today Show? No, GMA. GMA, talking about her living situation with Melissa, saying that it's such a small room. The girls in Columbus the kidnapped women in Columbus had a bigger room than she does.
Their living conditions
were better because they didn't have to pay rent.
Right. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are, listen, initially it makes you go, oh, damn. But you kind of chuckle a little bit, and then you realize it's a pretty damn serious situation. Probably shouldn't be making fun of it. She's a comedian. I don't know. It's a tough call. I would think that that's not a topic you should really go for quite yet. It's still pretty fresh.
I agree with you, but I will say, if I said it or you said it, terrible, chop our heads off. But don't you kind of expect stuff like that from her? I know it's too soon.
If she doesn't
I'm not giving her the pass, but
that's her thing. She's a shock comedian.
Yes.
So if she didn't say it, then you'd be like, oh, well, Joan's not being funny.
Right. Exactly.
Vajazzle says, I'm rubbing my nipples. That's funny, because I'm rubbing Mike's right now. You just can't see. Doesn't doesn't Taco Bell give you diarrhea? So I've heard, says Zuzu. No. Taco Bell's great. I don't care what people say. It may have a bad reputation, but I love it. Boyfriend dumped me today. Why do I never see things coming? Says Helen Keller.
That's good. So wait, do you think she created the account just for that joke?
Okay. Have you ever been on the Helen Keller Twitter page?
I have not.
I have talked about this many times and what a horrible, horrible person I am. But the Helen Keller Twitter page is the funniest thing you have ever read.
I'm going to have to check it out now.
You will go to hell after you read it. Don't get me wrong. You will go straight to hell. But very funny. Favorite animal? These are random questions. Let's keep going.
Let's get good with the questions.
How do I find TMZ Sports live? I tried to find it and couldn't, says Smitten Girl.
Well, if you go to tmzsports.com at 2 o'clock today, you'll be able to watch our show live.
Is it tmzsports.com? There's not like TMZ/sports.
Nope, tmzsports.com, or if you're on tmz.com, there's a badge at the top that you can click to.
I hate when you're driving, the sun gets in your eyes. Oh, wait, says Helen Keller. Oh, jeez. This is going to be bad.
Helen. She's a funny
Helen.
one.
You're hilarious. You're talking about Joan, so she wins. Very true, Alphabetter. Very true. Are you on Steve Wen or George Clooney's side? I'm going Clooney.
I'm going to go Clooney as well.
I go Clooney because no matter what we think about the whole situation, Clooney and Obama are friends. Even if we think that's dumb or whatever, they're friends, and so he's defending his buddy. That's what it comes down to.
And his buddy happens to run our country. Yeah. So
Helen Keller is here, says Chris. Have you thrown a chair before because you were mad?
I believe they're referring to the exhibit story on TMZ.com. I don't think... Well, I did play basketball. I might have kicked a chair. I don't know about throwing a chair. You?
I've thrown a chair before.
We should probably talk about that. Or I have someone that you can talk about that.
St. Clair says, Goldman, don't worry, it's my first time on the Dax Chat also.
Well, perfect. I'm glad we can share this experience together.
Willie Geist apologized for Joan and the network today. The network should not have to apologize. You have Joan Rivers on. That's the stuff she's going to say. She didn't drop an F-bomb. She can be outrageous and crazy and say stupid stuff. That's her, but I don't feel like GMA or ABC should have to say anything. They had her as a guest on. That's it.
Agreed.
Political correct people have no humor whatsoever. There's some truth behind that.
A little bit.
Goldman, did you ever beat the great Gilbert Arenas in a dunk contest?
Is that from Mike? Who's that from?
From Mike Turner.
Turner. I actually grew up with Gilbert, and
But you said that before on the show.
yes, and he backed out because he did not want to lose to a guy who was 6 foot, 145 pounds. So he literally looked at me and said, "Do you want to win it? Because I am too afraid to enter."
Are you being? But
That is the honest to God truth.
no. Why
Honest
would,
to God
if he's good? Why would he be afraid to lose?
I am not your typical white guy,
Oh God.
and I
here we
can
go.
jump a little higher than most.
I have heard that on multiple occasions, if you happen to walk by Michael's desk, he happens to have a certain final play that he is re-looking over and over and over again, where you hit it right at the buzzer. Is this an accurate statement?
I'll give it some context. Our TMZ Sports basketball team played in this entertainment league, and we were playing the best team in the league, and I did hit a shot with no time on the clock to win the game.
Now,
And
is there truth to the fact that you keep reliving that moment at your desk?
When you get to my age, you don't have a lot left to grasp onto, so there's a chance that I might have watched it somewhere over 5 times, under 5,000 times. And I want to know who told you that, because we're going to have a talk. We're going to have a talk.
Oh, all right. What else we got? Mike, how tall are you?
I am 6'2".
6'2". Goldman, can I play on the TMZ basketball team?
There's going to be an audition, or tryout. Sorry, audition. I went to an acting place. Yeah, you can definitely try out. We'll get details on the website.
Oh, God. Helen Keller's. Life is like a box of chocolates. Black.
Wow.
Helen, crack me up every time, hon. Do you think Pete Rose will ever get into the Hall of Fame?
I do not.
How bad do you feel for Pete Rose when you go to Caesar's Palace and he's
Oh my
sitting
God. Field
in
of
the
Dreams.
hallway signing autographs, which he's been doing for 100 years, and no one's ever at the table getting him to sign an autograph?
I've actually walked by and seen it, and been like, I kind of want to go because I feel bad, but then I hit the casino and.
I've walked past him multiple times, and I'm like, this poor guy is sitting out here in this random card shop in the middle of Caesar's Forum shops. No one's around.
No.
And he's just sitting there waiting for people to stop by. Do you have to pay for an autograph there?
Did you have to pay for an autograph?
Jodie Foster.
Yeah,
walking around.
it's sad. But no, I don't think Pete will make it to the Hall of Fame.
Dax, are the birds still pooping on your car? I have not gotten any poop, and those were pterodactyls by the size of turds.
Oh, this was a real thing?
Yeah. I have 4 testicles. Is that normal? I don't know. Is there someone else with you right now supplying the other 2?
No.
I bet you're a Miami Heat fan bandwagon.
Born and raised in L.A., diehard Lakers fan.
All right. Goldman, how soon before the Lakers are good again?
I think they're going to be good next year. I think Kobe's going to come back. I think we're going to get a few pieces, and I think we're going to be all right.
All right.
Are you a Lakers fan?
I am a Lakers fan. I'm not like a diehard fan, but I do enjoy the Lakers. There are people here attention seeking, just saying. Yeah, Kenny, well, that's fine.
Helen Keller.
Helen Keller, but that's cool. I'm enjoying getting the laugh every couple seconds when they come in. Goldman, is Max the only person with Laker season tickets? Does he have season tickets?
I mean, is it him or maybe someone in his family that has them?
But, okay, does his family have season tickets?
Yes.
Has
they
he
do.
taken you to a game?
He took me to a Kings game a couple weeks ago, not Lakers.
All right. Can you get Harvey on the chat? It's really hard to get Harvey over here. You have no idea. He's kind of a big deal. Dax, why can't we get TMZ in the UK? Because we have certain places that we're at, and we're not in the UK. I think they can get the website, though.
Yeah.
You can get the website over there. You just can't get the TV show. You have to watch all the reruns. Would you consider drinking a sport?
I mean, if you're playing beer pong, so I think beer pong's a sport. Winner or loser, there's some physical activity that goes behind it.
Reading Helen Keller again. I just finished reading a damn good basketball.
I want to see who's controlling the Helen Keller page, because you got some good material.
I'm sure they're taking it off the Helen Keller Twitter page.
So I want to meet who does the Helen Keller Twitter.
Oh my god, so funny. Dax, do you know what Shots is? It's an app to prevent cyberbullying, and it's selfies only. Nope, I've never heard of it. I think you guys asked me that the other day. I've never seen that. Dax, are you Muslim? No, I am not. I'm Jewish. You got crap on your beard.
Who?
No crap on my beard. My whole high school English class is watching this right now, says Emily Claire.
They're cutting Jody Foster.
Hi, English class.
Hi, English class. Get back to work, people.
It's like a small wedding band.
What else? Where's Lamar? I hope he's better. He just joined the team, didn't he? He joined the Knicks.
He signed with the Knicks. Yes.
Have they had him out practicing? Have we seen any results?
No results, but we know that he is actually practicing with the team at the team facility. He's practicing by himself with coaches, and from what we know, Phil Jackson has been around, and he's been kind of helping him out a little bit.
Now, what are the chances of him coming back, kind of regaining momentum for his career? Is there a actual shot at him being good again?
He played a few games overseas with the team he played for in Spain.
Yeah.
And he wasn't stellar out there. Competition is a lot better out here in the States. I think if he can stay clean and stay on the straight and narrow, I think he can come back and be a good contributor for the Knicks. I'm pulling for him.
Really? Do you really feel that way?
I do.
I'm kind of at the point where I think if he would have done this months back, he had the chance, but I think it kind of like slipped through his fingers. I don't know.
I think the other thing too is that, with the exception of the damage he did to his body from alleged drug use, he did have a year to rest his body from the physical wear and tear, so he might come back ready to go.
TNF, Dax, can you say hi to me? Hi, TNF. What's going on with Miley? As far as I know, she is still in the hospital.
She's not playing sports, so I can't help you there.
She's not playing sports, but she does like balls. Keep that in mind. Big ball fan.
Could somebody write that up for us over there?
No, I believe she's still in the hospital with, having the, what was it, a sinus infection, then took the medication that she was allergic to, swelled up her throat. So as far as I know, she's still there. Hopefully recovering.
I should come to you for all my pop culture info.
You should sign on to TMZ.com. Would you kiss each other for $1 million? Well, for $1 million, yes. Or
No
for
doubt.
$1. I mean, one of the two.
Absolutely. I'm in for $1 million.
Would you want to date Miley Cyrus? I think it'd be interesting. I'd be willing to date her for a little bit. See how that goes.
How old is she now?
She is 20. Kristen, how old's Miley Cyrus? She 21 or 22?
Ooh, 21. That's a little old for me.
A little old for you?
Moving on.
Do you find it ironic that Ashton and Mila are dating? Not at all. I think that's a great combo. It makes sense to me.
It'd be weird if Ashton and Wilmer were dating.
That would be. Fun fact, I'm blocked from Ashton Kutcher's Twitter page now. He blocked me many, many years ago. Bastard. Dax looks like Obi-Wan from Star Wars. I'll take it. Why not? I'm eating cake right now. Comment about Riri and Drake.
I actually had a friend that was at the club that they were at last week, Supper Club in Los Angeles, and from what I was told, they were making out most of the night.
Mike says, is Van really the best basketball player in the office?
Van's a very talented basketball player.
Who's better, you or Van?
I'm going to let Van answer that question.
Be honest. Who's better, you or Van? Really?
I didn't say anything.
It's on the record.
I did not say
on
anything.
the record that you think you are a better basketball player than Van.
We're different players. I play guard. He's a big man.
How long have you worked for TMZ, says Kim?
About 7 months now.
Okay. Why is there a mirror behind you? There's no mirror. I think you're seeing a window.
Did they want us to turn the same time and face to face?
We're not doing it. I want my $1 million, you guys.
The million?
No, I think that's a window that you're seeing. Dax and Miley sitting in a tree. Goldman, do you root for the Clippers at all?
I do. I'm not a Clipper hater, even though I grew up in LA. I'd like to see both teams do well.
Goldman, how much do you start laughing when Harvey pretends he likes or that he knows sports?
My cheeks hurt sometimes. He does know. He does know sports.
We
He does know sports.
We have a really funny moment on the show tonight that Harvey acts like he knows an old TV show, but has no idea what it is and continues to try to play it off like he does. And it just goes downhill really fast for him, and it's very funny.
I give it to Harvey because he sticks with it. He's convincing.
He is. Why did Ashton block you? Says J Days. He blocked me. He went through this weird point in his life where he didn't want anyone in the media to follow him on Twitter. So he went through and had someone block all these media entertainment people so we wouldn't follow him. I don't know why. He blocked Harvey and me and like just a bunch of people in the newsroom. And that was right after he did like the punking us. He punked TMZ for pop chips and then like went and blocked all of us. Whatever.
I think that's for me.
Which one? Shalom. How do you know it's for you?
I mean, maybe it's for all of us.
Well, okay, what's the name of the ginger god?
The ginger god.
The ginger god.
I don't know.
I hope you're referring to me. I like being called
I was
going to
say Dax. At least in my world, the ginger god is Dax.
Ever thought of climbing that ladder? There's been a couple times. You see the ladders?
Yeah.
You've got one like right over by your desk too.
I might try that out later.
Trick Linda and bring her over tomorrow. She wouldn't sit here. That's the problem.
You tried getting her on. She won't do it.
I've tried. She will not do this thing. Man on the right, impressive facial hair. That's definitely you.
Thank you.
It reminds me of the 70s show. Tell Charlie she is effing hot, by the way. We will be sure to let her know. Drake is a doucher. He came to the Raptors game and used a lint roller the entire time.
I think it's kind of awesome.
I think it's funny. I saw the video. Actually, what was it? It was just one of those like GIFs of him out like courtside using the lint roller as he's watching the game.
Although I was trying to think, what kind of lint was he accumulating at the game sitting courtside?
Maybe he like had just got done eating, and so there were crumbs on him or something.
Maybe.
Can you bring Evan over next week? We could try. It might be harder to get Evan over here. Evan's also kind of a big deal.
It was very easy to book me today. Very easy. I think he offered me Skittles and some chips, and I took it.
Goldman, which version of AOL do you use to I am Harvey?
Actually,
so random.
What's funny because I'm still an AOL user. My email address has an AOL.com. It's true. Only a few of us.
Does anyone care about the sports talk? What do you think about cupcakes? Amazing, right? Says not my real name, Lo. Have you ever had Sprinkles cupcakes? Oh, that stuff is good.
Yes.
Mike, your facial expression gave it away when they asked the Van basketball question. The smirk said it all.
I didn't have to say much.
Which basketball team is the best?
Are we assuming NBA?
They were actually this was a joke. They said the one with the most black guys. Duh, says Zuzu. What's the name of the man on the left? I can't tell which side they are. Is this how they see it, I wonder?
I don't know.
Man on the right, man on the left? Well, this is Michael Goldman.
That's Dax. Not sure if you guys know him or not.
Gingers do have souls, ? Says Alex. Yes, my daughter's a little ginger, okay? She has a soul. Goldman, do you think you could, what? Oh, do you think you could have made the NBA?
I was very close when I was younger. Had to try it with the Clippers, and I'm here now.
And then, wait, so you just had one tryout and that was it?
It was 4. I got called back 4 times, and they went with a guy named Quentin Ross, who, I don't know if you're familiar with Quentin Ross, but some New York magazine newspaper said that he died 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't him, it was a whole different Quentin Ross. So it was a very interesting thing.
Wow.
But yes, I was close, and now I'm done. Now I play for the TMZ Sports basketball team.
And you don't make millions. Fun fact.
We're close here.
We're close, yeah. Minus the millions.
Minus a lot of zeros.
Who is the sexiest Jewish girl? Isn't that easy?
I mean,
Bar Rafaeli.
There's not many to choose from.
Well, there's some sexy Jew ladies out there. My wife, sexy Jew lady.
Your wife's Jewish?
Yeah, dude.
I did meet your wife.
You did meet what?
Yes.
You can say it. Sexy Jew lady.
Sexy Jew lady.
Um,
Sorry, Dax's wife. I didn't mean to disrespect.
Do you think Tupac will come back? There's a good chance. I think he's hiding out there somewhere. Goldman, who's your favorite NBA player to watch now?
I mean, Kobe Bryant all the way.
Goldman, is Kobe your all-time favorite Laker?
Yes, Kobe is my all-time favorite athlete, right next to Derek Jeter.
All right. Drake looks like a thumb with eyebrows. Says
Drake?
Moses.
Drake's a Jewish man.
He is also apparently a thumb with eyebrows. Dax on the left, Mike on the right. There we go. It's hard to, because I know it gets flipped at some point on here. Anyway, we're going to have to wrap up. Mike needs to go sit down, get ready for the TMZ Sports Show. They will be starting up in 25 minutes on tmzsports.com. So you can watch him, watch Evan, watch all the other sports people over there.
Can I take a second? Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
This was delightful. I hope I'm invited back. You guys have been great. Thank you for having me.
We will. I'm just glad we got to pop your Dax Chat cherry over here.
And
I hope you liked it, and it was enjoyable.
I did, and I will be waiting for the $1 million. So let's make that happen.
Bye, guys.